What is going on YouTube? It is Bully bringing y'all a brand new video for you guys today. Now in today's video, I will be giving y'all one of the best methods that I actually use when it comes to learning fighting games, which is the SonicFox 5-step process or method that I actually use. I really wanted to make the video early on, but I had to hit at least diamond before I make the video. Y'all don't want no tips from a scrubby player. I found out about this method or 5-step process literally 2 months ago before the Insight or Fighters. Generally, it's not ended. I just don't like the season update at all. Granted, Fighters is a whole different game from Street Fighter, but you're still able to implement the same exact process. Starting off with the first step, which is general gameplay mechanics. Now these is basically mechanics that a lot of people have universal, not character specific things such as special moves and combos and all of that. We will be getting to that later, but first things first is the general gameplay mechanic, which is why we are in the training mode right now. Of course, y'all see we have a lot of things to explain. So starting off with the general mechanics, first thing first, we have a bar at the bottom. The bar, we have multiple different moves that are character specific, but everybody do have a level 1, 2, and 3. So what you want to do is learn what is your level 1, 2, and 3 inputs, because these are universal mechanics, like I said, in terms of just implementing the bar at the bottom. Now with these things, like I said, quarter circles, kick, 2 quarter circles back. These 2 level 2s is 2 different properties. In the air is used as a combo extension. On the ground is used as a knockdown. And level 3 is automatically a knockdown. It's not even a combo extension, but you are able to use it to get through multiple projectiles. As y'all of course see, if y'all have been watching the platinum road to master with Cammy, I have been using this to actually break through projectiles as a whole. So with that is one of the universal general mechanics. Now next thing is the drive bar. The drive gauge that's right there. I'm not sure where's it at on the screen, but it should be above me. It should be above the damage. You already see that. Now this drive gauge plays a big part. In Street Fighter 5 we had the V trigger, and I'm pretty sure in 4 we had like a turbo mode, but in this we had a drive impact bar. Now with the drive impact bar, I do recommend y'all, I will be making a video too on a lot of things pertaining to that, like management and when you should use it, etc. But the drive impact bar has 6 bars. With this having 6 bars, you can't really spam fam a lot of moves. Now this bar actually goes with EX moves. You already see I wasted 2 EX moves or 2 EX bars. You're able to also drive impact. Drive impact is one of the most, I don't even know if it's even a good feature, but it's one of the most difficult features to actually deal with reaction wise, and just people just use it randomly in neutral. Sometimes I even use it randomly in neutral to test my opponent, but like I said, this costs 1 meter. Now this is just general things that y'all should be learning. This costs 1 meter. You're also able to do a drive impact shortcut, which is forward, parry forward, and this actually puts you into a drive rush. Now the drive rush, usually when you actually doing a combo, you use 3 bars, but now if you do the implemented shortcut, which is forward, parry, and then forward again, you'll of course see I wasted like 1 bar on like 1/10. Not too broken or too outrageous, just word. And then the next thing, or the last thing I will be showing y'all, is I have a thing that's basically like a V reversal. Well, I should just try to get the bot to hit me, right? Get the bot to hit me. We got Luke out, so I'm gonna do boom boom and then boom boom. There we go. Right now you see I have a punish counter, which is a drive reversal when I'm blocking it. When I'm in a block strain, I could just hold forward and then drop impact, and then I could just burst out of it. That is just general mechanics. Universal mechanics that you basically have to learn when it comes to using or just playing Street Fighter 6 as a whole. Now the next thing is character archetype. That's just self-explanatory. I'm using Cammy. Cammy do not have a fireball. She do not have a lot of things in terms of just zoning as a whole. She cannot zone. She is not one of the zoning characters that actually play a big part in Street Fighter, but she do have an answer for zoning, which is a flash knuckle or spin knuckle. You basically have to just learn what archetype your character basically is. We're gonna go into the character selection right now. In this character selection, you could just self-explanatory just see, it shows the effective range, etc. DJ, yes, he have mix-up options, but he is a zoner. Luke is more of a mid-range zoners. We're able to control the pace or control the situations of the game. Jamie is basically just like an install character. Marissa, you basically use her when it comes to your opponents being very match heavy. If this character as a whole just adds a lot of fear in people's hearts. You have armor, but the only problem is that you will be getting low. Manon is basically like an install character too, to where once you get 5 bars or 5 medals, command grab turns into a nuke. Kimberly is a mix-up character. Speed mix-up character is more of a like Cammy sort of, and like Jerry, but she's just mainly just a mix-up character. Lily, like I said, install character. JP is a zoning character. Like I said, these are all different archetypes. JP is a long range zoning character. His mid range automatically sucks, but he is a zoning character. Jerry is more of a, like, I would say install. She has feng shui, I'm pretty sure what it's called, and with the 3 installs, which is like a fireball, overhead kick, and like multiple other things that the installs is able to actually be used for, she has automatically just unlimited resources when it comes to feng shui. It's like a bar at the bottom that you would be able to use, but this all comes with character archetype. Now Ryu is basically like Luke and Ken. They all basically have the same play style. It's just controlling the range and have fireballs. This character is just dumb as a whole. These 2 characters are just stupid as a whole. I don't even know what archetypes they are. Yes, this says they have mid-range effective. Well, they're most effective in mid-range. I'm telling you, they're not. They're effective at every single range. Gal is a zoner. Chun-Li, basically the same thing as Ryu, Ken, and Luke. Zangief is basically a command grab as Marissa and Manon, just a grappler as a whole. And then Dhalsim is just by himself. He basically just a mix-up character. Now neutral actually can be very difficult depending on the character you're playing. For example, Cammy, like I said, do not have no fireballs. Meanwhile, Luke, Ryu, and all these other zoners have fireballs to actually stop Cammy, even though she have a spin knuckle. Generally speaking, it is very difficult, but in terms of rewarding, it's like half and half good, half and half bad. It's not really the best in terms of rewarding because of the damage output, but the mix-ups that I'm actually able to put you through is absolutely crazy when I get in. Now the neutral, you have to basically understand that, you know, how to play your character. You also have to learn pokes. Self-explanatory usually. I mean, it should be a clip on the screen right now of me pressing circle, because I am pressing circle. You have multiple pokes. You have to also learn what moves you're able to dive through, because most of these moves you're not able to use drive impact to, just in case somebody do drive impact and you're not able to actually tech it. You have to learn what moves is cancelable, what moves is not cancelable, what moves is, you know, slow, what moves is not slow, what moves basically enforces you to play your game, play your neutral, run through your course. The whole game plan with Cammy is literally to put so much pressure on you, you stop just thinking. You don't have time to think. That's the whole point of Cammy, to literally punish every single wrong move that you do, which is why you see a lot of good people like Punk using Cammy. A lot of good people like Margot, Punk using Cammy, because it's basically a full-blown fundamentals character, and as long as you know fundamentals, which I am learning more and more, it's no way that you can stop Cammy. The other moves that I am able to use with Cammy is like a dive kick, even though it don't have like no like armor, you know, which is very difficult because I do get hit out of it. You also need to learn that hooligans and certain other things, which is not safe. You have to just learn a lot in terms of what enables your neutral and what takes away your neutral. And after you realize what enables your neutral, what is your poker features, what is your mix-ups, what is your infinites, what is all of this in terms of just neutral, we get into punishment, what is a two-way street. Now the reason why I'm saying punishment is a two-way street, because it can lead to both of the people that's in the game, which is you or your opponent, getting punished. You have to learn what moves is very punishable that you actually do that is very negative. You have to learn what moves your opponent does that's very negative. You need to know punishment combos, not a lot, which you will be getting into that last, the combos, but punishment combos to where, all right, I'm able to actually punish this guy without wasting a lot of meter, without doing a lot of things, which I'm also still learning, but we will be getting into that later. Like I say, you need to learn what's punishable for you, what's punishable for your opponent. You need to start learning frames. If I throw this out, can he able to hit me back? If I throw this out, how many frames it is? If I do this, if I do that, how does that affect that? You need to know how to actually run your course and how to limit the amount of punishment that you actually get. If you're playing against somebody like Luke specifically, if you do the wrong move against Luke, you are getting nuked. You are actually getting nuked. Like the amount of damage that Luke do by himself without even all of this bar is absolutely crazy. You're getting nuked. And granted, while you learning which things is actually punishable, which things is not, that also influence and betters your neutral, because now you know, all right, I can't be throwing out that like that many times, but I know if he was to do that, then I could throw out that and then turn it to a combo. You see what I'm talking about? One thing plays a part in the other. Then in your neutral, it'd be affected by general mechanics or general gameplays, because now you know, all right, if I get close out the corner with a block string, I could use the drop reversal. And with the drop reversal, due to the fact of my character being a certain specific archetype, I could just spin through whatever shooting or fireballs that he actually have, and then we get back into punishment because I did punish him, and that's when the combos get into play, which is what we will be getting into right now. Now when it comes to combo, a lot of people just don't know, like combos is not your main priority in a game. Granted, you're going to know combos or going to want to know combos, you do not focus on combos mainly in the game. And I was telling one of my men specifically, like bro, you don't need to know no combos. You don't need to figure out nothing. You need to know, if I was to actually learn this game, what to start off with first, and that's the mechanic. This is what I've been doing. I know the mechanics now. I'm starting to use the drive reversal more because of a higher level that I'm actually at, but you have to learn the mechanics and how your character play before you actually learn the neutral. If you don't know what your character actually has or what playstyle that you're supposed to run with a specific character, you cannot play neutral. And without you playing neutral, you're going to be getting punished. You won't be knowing what you're going to be getting punished by because you can't do nothing. And the reason why you can't do nothing, because you're the one getting hit with combo. You saw how everything leads into another. The mechanics lead it to your neutral. The neutral lead it to your character archetype. Your character archetype lead it to punishment and combos. Everything has a way around each other. Now combos, I mean, I am learning more optimal combos, which I have to still learn. Usually I go to like this, wasting mad bar, which is very difficult. But now I'm starting to go into like this into the heavy, so I can actually meaty with saving bars. I'm actually going into multiple mix-ups. I'm using a level 2 now to actually to get my knock. Can I do it? To get my knockdown. Right? Boom. Hold on. Eee! Now he is 12 frames, which is not actually good, but that's usually used in order to put them into drive or burnout or etc., or just do damage to just reset neutral. But you have to also learn that too, which moves or whether or not you should be doing a super move to actually put them into burnout. That's plays a lot into a lot of things. Like I said, I will be making more videos on tips and tricks, but combos should be the last thing that you learn. You can implement it, but after you implement certain combos, here's what you have to do, because like I said, not everybody is perfect. With these 5 steps that I will be giving y'all today from SonicFox's method, you have to basically touch on one another whether you're lacking in. Now let me explain that. Now once you learn the general mechanics of the game, right? Once you learn the general mechanics of the game, what can you actually do in the game? There's only so far that you are actually going to be able to get through, because it's the same thing for everybody in terms of general mechanics. After you get into that, once again, you learn your character. Once you learn your character, that's when all the 3 other options go into play. The neutral, you cannot be perfect at neutral. You just have to basically learn whether or not you're able to do certain things in neutral and not lead it to punishment. The combos, like I said, you can just fluctuate between the combos. You can fluctuate between neutral. You can fluctuate between punishment. Once you keep balancing all 3 of those out and just increasing them one by one, you will see your improvement inside Street Fighter 6. But that is the video for today. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If this video hit 100 likes, I will be uploading some secret tech that everybody need to know about. Other than that, enjoy your day. Follow me on Twitch. Peace.